YouTube. Getting into the Christmas spirit. I made myself a Christmas tree today. I'm quite impressed with it. There we go. See, yeah. So it's like bah humbug and all that. I just, when I was walking to the shop earlier, I noticed a Christmas tree sitting on the old railway line. Well, not a, whatever, is that a conifer, whatever you call it. Yeah. So Merry Christmas week, everyone. Got this in. I was getting a pickup put in it. This is an irongear steamhammer now, which is kind of looks a bit like a DiMarzio. Give that a scoosh. Looks a bit like a DiMarzio Super Distortion. This is an Ibanez GIO GRGR010LTD. LTD for limited. So a GRGR010, serial number I10, so Indonesia 2010. I don't know. Cool. This fret marky thing, which kind of looks a bit like a cord like that. Someone with very small hands. Well, that's the thumb, isn't it? So the thumb, and then that, and that, and that. So I don't recognise the chord. Anyway, so reverse headstock, which is pretty cool. It's good for down tuning and stuff. And this has got strings, which were actually meant for C tuning, optimised for C tuning 12 to 60s. So it's a 60, and then a 46, which is kind of your normal E string for the 46, 34, 20, 16, 12. So C standard tuning, which means I can actually play it. Unlike, I thought he was going to say drop C, and it's like as soon as he's got a drop in, I'm like, I can't do it. But so but it's a C, so C, C sharp, D. Oh god, it's quite a few notes down into it. That's like 5 notes down. So that's an E, not right? So it's like C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, there's an E. Obviously this is meant for distortion. I put a push-pull coil split in it as well, so single coil, which has got a bit of a, very much in tune, does it? Or is it maybe just because it sounds pure alien to me? No, okay. I need a new tuner. This pedal wants to buy me a Christmas present. I'm going to get a better tuner. This one just doesn't seem to be cutting it very well. Being the cheapest tuner I could find in a pedal on eBay a couple of years ago. Yeah. So it's got a definite baritone-y sound because it is kind of, well, I know a baritone. Well, my baritone's tuned to B, so it's only. There's no B sharp, so it's only one note off, like a baritone. I'm pretty sure you could tune it down another half step, and it would just be exactly the same as a baritone, which is quite cool because it means that when you're playing, on my one anyway, on any baritone that's tuned B, E, A, D, F sharp, B, is your normal baritone tuning. It means that when you play like a G open chord, it's actually an A. Or whatever it is. So whenever you're playing things on open chords, you know, you get your A, D, and E songs. It's like instead it's G, F, C. It's a different 3-chord one that you already know. So it's quite interesting. Whereas this is always going to be a bit off by being C sharp, C. So there we go. That's it in a single, and that's it in. So it's quite a powerful pickup. Yeah, so got the standard. It's an Ibanez standard hardtail bridge. Got the steamhammer pickup. It does have a scratch plate. You can't. I don't know if I can get the angle right. The light seems to be really bad. I'm doing this at night because I'm busy tomorrow. You can see that there. So there is a scratch plate, which has got kind of, I don't know, normal RG shaped scratch plate. When it gets to here, it's got like a groove in it for this alien. Is it a skull biting a heart? So it kind of junk out it in the same there as well, where the tentacles come out. It's kind of like a wee. I'm kind of trying to follow my finger. It kind of goes whoop there like that. Yeah, one knob, just a volume. The neck on it's definitely an Ibanez Wizard type thing. I don't know if it's quite as thin as a Wizard. I'd imagine it's a GIO standard, but it's got this sort of square feel to it that you get on the Wizard necks. Yeah. So what I have noticed, because I was playing this earlier on, when I put on my twin note fuzz pedal, and it was quite good sustain. And with it being these strings being optimized for the string tensions right, basically. I should probably look up the baritone strings and see how different they are. I don't think they're that different. Although baritone tends to be a longer scale. This, I'm assuming, is a standard scale guitar. I don't think these are. I'm sure this is just the owner's preference to have it in C. So it's standard 25.5 inch. Fender scale. But what I did notice is it's quite difficult. I'd struggle hitting the high notes. I used to be able to do it, but I can't do it now. Playing some Sabbath stuff, and quite a lot of it's tuned to C sharp. So this is C, so it's kind of just a wee bit lower, but I found that I can actually hit the high notes if I'm down one note, hopefully. You've seen that through to start to die, you know you have to learn. The execution of your mind, you really have to learn. Nobody will ever let you know. When you ask the reasons why, they just tell you that you're on your own. Through your head off. I should maybe have worked it out a little bit more. Take me through the centuries to supersonic years. Electrifying enemy is drowning in his tears. All I have to live is doing love that never dies. A symptom of the universe is written in your eyes. Yeah. You know that, Harry? Yeah. Going so fast, up into the night skies they blast. Walking through the atmosphere, burning up the disaster here. Normally I play the bass in it, so that's why I can't really do these bits. And I don't sing either. My Rosie's much better than that. Much better than I am. I didn't get any copyright strikes there, I doubt it. Because I'm definitely in the wrong key, I'm definitely half a note out, and I'm not very good at it either, but hopefully I won't get any. So if there's breaks in it, it's because the copyright strikers come in and the YouTube gives you the option of just deleting the bit that's the offending article. So there might be some skips in it. So it might only be a 5-minute video this time. Am I going to be able to play a bit of a... So, apologies to Craig, who's the guitarist, and after the end, I obviously haven't been listening to your solos enough. I've been too busy concentrating, going ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, and just kind of letting your solos flow over the top of me without really maybe not listening to them the way I should be. I'm concentrating too much on playing the bass and listening to the drums. That's one I want to Rob, the drummer, really kicks that one. It's like cups in. I don't know how you can play so slow. It's like about working it as well. Obviously, somehow slowing down the tempo by just, I don't know, you hit every drum a bit late or something. I don't know what the technique's called. I don't know, it's not called sloppiness, because if it's sloppy, it just everyone falls to bits. It's not sloppy, but it's kind of, it's always been, it's kind of, it's amazing. Anyway, so I think this guitar's hilarious. I love it. The graphics, maybe, it is definitely a skull biting into a heart, with sort of wee freaky little hands, which is kind of like what this is, like a freaky little hand. So I mean, maybe it's a specific, is it a specific band from 2010 that this is like a signature model? I don't know, it does say LTD. It's a GRGR010. But that's not a guitar. Having one pickup's just rocking. Even though it is down tuned, it's like it doesn't have to be. It's just like I'm actually not disliking the C tuning either, because it's just as long as it's normal tuning, but you can move. You know, so all the chord shapes are the same, so I'm fine. The upside down headstock, it doesn't look as weird when you're playing it on this shape of headstock than it does on a Strat, because a Strat's got kind of this bit here on it. This doesn't, so it doesn't really look that weird. It does every time you go to tune it. It's like, oh, hold on. But obviously you get used to that pretty quick. But I mean, again, it's like the Ibanez GIOs seem to be really good. The fingerboard was really light and dusty looking, but I put some fretboard conditioner stuff on it, and it darkened up, and it looks really good now. The frets are all good. It's got a really flat radius on it, but that's probably to do with it. And perhaps it feels wide. Whether it is wide or not is really I don't know. It's 42mm nuts, so not really. And the string spacing will just be standard as well. Maybe it's just because the strings are fatter and because it's square it feels wide, but clearly not. Anywho, rock on. Have a good Christmas. I think this will probably be going out tomorrow, which isn't Christmas yet. Kind of running out of films that I can think off the top of my head to put on the screen behind me, but these are films that I need to watch again relatively soon. Running Man. It's a good one, which is a bizarre one. My dad never liked The Running Man, and he's like a big Arnie fan, so he liked, you know, Predator and Commando, not his favourite films, and he didn't like The Running Man. I just like, really? What? Why not that? Running Man's awesome. I love that film. It's really silly with Mick Fleetwood in it, playing himself. Yes, it's like pure. Yes, they banned my music. Go for it. Mick Fleetwood, who pretty much probably, that's what, 1985 or something like that, same year as Predator, and he kind of looks like he does now because he's playing like an old Mick Fleetwood when he's made up to look like he's 75, and he must be about 75 by now. Yeah, hilarious. So, Ibanez GIO, I don't know when this will be going back to the owner. He's got kids and stuff, so I think he's having quite a big Christmas week, but it's here for pick up whenever you like. I will give that a bit of a scoosh with the contact cleaner. It seems a little bit, yeah, pretty much unacceptable. Although it might actually be my lead starting to go. Oh, okay, it's loose. Yeah, a lot of the time these things, it's like, see when it starts to get loose and the more you use it, it kind of, eventually it starts turning itself round, and then the two wires twist together and it pull it off, so it's probably just a bit of that, bit of contact cleaner, tighten it up, wee bit of a scrape with some sandpaper. Will be good as new. Rock on!